footage of an alleged UFO filmed in Pordenone, Italy shows lightning-fast departure. Again, it's hypersonic speed. As many of us reading this probably already know, the Pentagon recently confirmed a video of multiple triangle-shaped UFOs. This is besides the Tic Tac UFOs that came out a couple of years ago. According to the Pentagon, the video was taken by Navy personnel and it is authentic. They do not provide an explanation of the phenomenon seen in the video, though. Now, this one here is in Italy. Arjun Walia Collective Evolutions on Collective Spark Reports. Many UFO skeptics and UFO researchers who are not skeptics have responded, claiming that the footage may be fake, but fail to address the why they came to believe that. Perhaps some feel the Pentagon is lying to the public, claiming that their footage is authentic when it really is not. But what would be the purpose of that? And we know that on June 1st, according to what John Ratcliffe has informed us, the Department of Defense, the Pentagon is disclosing some UFO ET classified information to the public. They're declassifying some of this material, and John Ratcliffe will come out and give his comments on those that will be disclosed. Now, this here in Italy, we know many countries have already disclosed. Russia, Mexico, Canada disclosed UFOs and even ETs among us. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. This is not a bad thought to have now, disclosing. This would suggest that the Pentagon may be deceiving the masses about the reality of the UFO phenomenon, not only with this footage, but also with 3 previous videos filmed by Navy pilots a few years ago off the west coast of San Diego during their drills, which have also been confirmed as real by the Pentagon. On top of this, one has to acknowledge the fact that the UFO phenomenon has been ridiculed by government and mainstream media for a number of years. It's been chucked into the conspiracy bucket many times, so why all of a sudden are they giving all of this legitimacy to it? It's a complicated topic, one that's known to be plagued with government agencies spreading disinformation about what seems to be a very real phenomenon. Maybe they can't hide it anymore because of the fact that some of these images and videos were actually from radar tracking from the U.S. Navy. So they can't discredit that. Now, having researched the topic, he says, for more than 15 years, and having a few UFO experiences myself, he says, I am no doubt convinced that the reality of the phenomenon, I recognized many years ago that there is more evidence for the reality of these unidentified flying objects, now known within the mainstream as unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, than there is for many things society accepts as fact. It was quite clear when the UFOs were considered a conspiracy theory that they were real. There was a lot of evidence suggesting it. The phenomenon has actually been documented for thousands of years in various forms. It comes today in the form of pictures, video footage, high-ranking and civilian witness testimony, radar tracking data, and more. A few hundred years ago, and in antiquity as well, it came in the form of incidents documented with the printing press and artwork, as well as stories passed on orally. Now, all that being said, I do not believe mainstream media and government are reliable sources of information, as there are a number of examples of perception manipulation when it comes to various global issues. Why should UFOs be any different? Will they take this, in my opinion, very real phenomenon and try to control the masses' perception about it? We'll see. Now, the main point here is, why does something have to be shared by mainstream media for it to become legitimate? And why does certain information and pieces of evidence have to come from these official sources? This is a great example of how governments and mainstream media at large stranglehold perception of the masses. The pictures and videos released by various governments as of late are not the only examples. There are probably thousands of intriguing pieces of footage out there, although not verified by any government or mainstream media source. They have not been debunked. Many of them may be fake, of course. Many of them may be real, though. But they are no doubt interesting to look at and speculate. Now, the footage concerning the UFO filmed in Pordenone, Italy, comes from an unknown source, apparently from Italy. It seems to be quite old, judging the quality, but it was posted on YouTube back in 2008. It could very well be fake. Again, you never know these days, and if anybody has any information about this footage, whether it has been debunked or not, please leave your comments so we can hear about this. And the clip of the same footage on what appears to be a news broadcast about the incident. Some of the footage in the link appears to be slightly more clear. In it, we see Salvano Ferronato, a popular UFO researcher in Italy, sharing his opinion. And the footage must have caused quite a stir in order for it to get this type of media coverage. But again, there seems to be very little information about this. And like so many others, it's not possible to claim whether it's real or fake. It comes from what appears to be at least 25 years ago. I'm not sure what the capability of CGI technology was back then. Now, the conclusion. As we said before, this topic is very complex, and one we've written about since our inception in 2009. It touches on all aspects of humanity and has the potential to shift human consciousness. This topic is pushing us to question what we think, what we know about our world, ourselves, our cosmos, and the overall nature of reality. Our curiosity is heightened like never before, and as always, we must do our best to avoid having our perception of this phenomenon given to us by sources that may not have our best interests at heart. Independent research and investigation is the way to go if you are curious about this. Now, this was from Collective Evolution, published here under Creative Commons on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.